Hello everybody and welcome back to some more War Thunder gameplay and another discussion. Today's topic is going to be on the maps and more specifically the weather and time of day. War Thunder has never meant to have dynamic weather or dynamic day and night cycles. It never has. We've never expected this from them. Although we know for a fact that different weather effects and different times of day for ground forces have been in the game for a long time. Pretty much ever since ground forces was first added, even when it was in open beta and closed beta testing, there has always been day and night maps or day and night versions of each map. The footage that you're watching in the background is the first time I've had a night map in ground forces in almost a year. I did actually play a game semi-recently, several months ago, where it was actually raining in War Thunder Ground Forces. And in and of itself, this entire weather and time of day situation is almost like a meme for the War Thunder community. When I got into the map where it was raining, there were several people commenting in the chat, "Oh my god, rain!" Because some of them had never seen rain before, and these are people playing at tier 5. You don't expect it because you don't notice it. Hell, you don't expect it because some people aren't even aware that it's in the game. I, for one, really do think that we need more maps in the game and more versions of maps where it is day, night, rather than just being early morning or late evening. There are plenty of times where you'll get into a game where the sun is setting or the sun is rising, but it doesn't change the gameplay much at all. Whereas in this case, as you can see, it does add another dynamic way of playing the battle just because you're not able to see very far in front of you at all. Now, I got hit there from a tank I can't even see. It's in the fog somewhere. But I don't have a flamethrower on my Leopard, unfortunately, so that's going to bring this little stint to an end. The only reason you want to see more weather effects and more different times of battles for ground forces in the game is because I think it's the whole knowing that it should be in the game, but it not being there that's kind of the problem. It would be nice if people who play the game would be able to experience this more often, I think. I mean, I think we can all agree on that. I don't think I'm the only one who has this opinion. Hell of a lot of other members of the community on YouTube, much larger community, I might add. People like, well, not Side Strafe, he does water tanks mostly, but the Mighty Jingles has mentioned it in the past. Before he came back to War Thunder recently, he has mentioned it. Although that was a year or so ago, maybe not, maybe even longer. There are plenty of War Thunder contributors on YouTube who have mentioned the weather system in the past. Hell, most of you people watching this probably are more aware of their channels than you are of mine, which is perfectly understandable. My channel is minuscule in comparison to theirs, but that's perfectly fine. Most of them, I think, though, have not so much given up with the hope, I should say, of this being a more common occurrence, but I think if you complain about something enough, eventually people start not giving a shit. I, on the other hand, have not complained about this before. This is my first time around the block in this situation, so I'm not going to get bored of it for a while. Therefore, it would be fantastic if you see this video and you like the video, you agree with what I'm saying. Feel free to share this around as much as you like. Maybe you don't share it at all, that's perfectly fine as well. It's your life, I'm just making a suggestion. Share it on the War Thunder forums. Get the developers to actually, well, I would, but I don't have an account. Get the War Thunder developers to see it. Add more ground forces, night and day cycles for different maps, and weather effects. The only common weather effect I've ever seen is snow and the snow maps, but then you kind of expect that. And to be fair, it isn't so much game changing as it is annoying, in my opinion. This match was a utter failure, by the way. I know I didn't contribute a lot. I mean, I went forward, tried to cap C, died from a tank that I never spotted. But our team were not helping. They really weren't helping. Yeah. This game though was only chosen just because of the time of day, really. I could have picked a much better segment of video, if I was discussing something, well, literally anything else. But unfortunately, this is the only game I think I'm going to get into for a while that was ever at night, so it's definitely worth using. Another little element as well that I'll quickly add on the end of this video for the nighttime argument in maps. A lot of vehicles in the game have lights on that aren't used yet, they're not modelled. And I don't mean lights on the hull, I mean lights on the turret, like the Leopard and the Chieftains. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. Please share this around if you want to, it really does help out the channel, as well as a like or a dislike as well, or a subscribe. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys on the next War Thunder video. Cheers!